Hey everybody, it's Vinny B from Barbone Speed Farms. This is going to be my first video officially. So give you a little bit of background about me. Some people might know me from doing several different drag and drive events like Sick Week, Hot Rod Drag Week. We have Project Sam Squanch right behind me. I also have the 1980 Chevy Monza that just was at the 20th anniversary of Hot Rod Drag Week. I have had several YouTube channels in the past just doing dumb uploads about cars for sale and stuff like that. But I'm actually going to get more into doing all the kinds of different things I do. Not only do I drag race, I have dirt track race, I've helped on monster trucks, I've drove monster trucks. I dabble in a lot of things, and me being in the Northeast region, Ohio specifically, there are tons and tons and tons of car collections and speed park places and just really cool stuff that has to do with motorsports. Not just drag racing, not just dirt track, but all kinds of things. And I'm going to kind of take you through that and introduce you to a bunch of different places, such as you might hook up with 501 converter, might take you up to Bubba, figure out how to build a converter, what goes all into that. And transmissions. Rossler Transmissions isn't too far from me, nor is Vickers Transmissions. All kinds of things. I'm not that far from Summit. I myself, I take care of a car collection, and that's all my day-to-day is. I'm working with hot rods all day, every day. My son races quads. My wife races, as you've seen her in the Geo. So I'm just going to kind of take you on some things that we do. First thing we're going to do for the first video, I got myself a 6.2 liter right here. Came out of a 2014 Camaro. We put a 427 with a Pro Charger on it. So what I'm going to do with this core, basically, it's not really a core, it's complete, minus a couple dumb things. But I'm going to show you how to use the new ICT Billet. I'm going to call it a high mount, I'll call it a mid mount alternator setup, specifically for when you're using a electric water pump. I haven't seen any videos on it. I just ordered it to try on the Monza. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through, show you how to put it together, show you all the directions and how I had to modify it just a little bit for my personal application, which is something that, you know, most of us in the automotive industry, we have to modify things to make them work specifically for our applications. Not everything is bolt-on. My absolute worst word that I hate more than anything is universal. If it says universal, I run away. But anyways, let me take you on a little path here. We'll show you how to put this thing together. Now that I have the kit laid out, I just wanted to show you what everything is. And this is the part number from ICT Billet, which is 551667 Edward Winning Tennessee Nebraska -2. So that's 551667 EWTN-2. I haven't seen any videos on this kit, so I want to make one to help you guys out. As even I get on YouTube or Google and look up references just to kind of know what kind of tools I'm going to already be getting out, or see what people have done and screwed it up, so I know I don't screw it up that way. But take it for what it is, and here we go. Now, as far as tool-wise, this is a very simple kit. Outside of specific things you'll need for your car, to your alternator positive and negative, or however you have it set up, all you really need is a 15mm wrench and a 13mm socket. So as you can see here, we have the Mazir water pump all mocked up on our 6.2 liter all aluminum block. Now this is the typical one that they have in all their diagrams over at ICT Billet, which I'm sure other similar water pumps will work. Now one thing I want you to realize is that I don't have any provisions as of right now for the water pump gaskets. You have the paper style and you have the factory aluminum style. One thing I would like to mention that is if you are going to do a motor plate style setup like I am, that one thing you want to keep in mind is if you're milling any of the spacers, to make sure that you keep in mind the thickness of whatever gasket you use. So when you do the milling, you don't have to go back and do it again. Alright, so like I was saying, we're going to take this beautiful bracket. We're going to take the first step, which is this pulley system. As I was showing you, it has this really nice, well-built spacer adapter that goes right in there with a nice press fit with your M10 bolt. You're going to be using this hole right here. Go ahead and slide it in. And you're going to be using the 3.10 spacer, non-modified. And you can go ahead and stick it right there. And that's it. That's the first step. Let it dangle and look at the beautifulness that you already started. I shouldn't have to say this, but make sure that you tighten them in and then go ahead and hit them with the drill softly, or else you're going to have to have a lot of extra work. Alright, so second step is going to involve getting the alternator on the bracket. And as you can see right here, you're going to have a spacer and another spacer. Now this one, because I am using a motor plate, this one is perfectly fine with how my motor plate is set up. It doesn't get involved at all. But this one actually does get in the way. So I had to take this spacer, which is also a 1.19, just like this one was, and I had to take a 1/4 inch off of it. Now, sit back and look. That's how much a 1/4 inch difference is when you have to get them done. I have a buddy that has a mill, so I had it milled down so I knew it was perfectly straight, because I am the worst when it comes to belt alignment, and I didn't want to have any issues with this setup. Alright, moving on to step 3. Since we got the Power Master alternator set up, you're going to be using this another beautiful piece of bracketry from ICT Billet. I already went ahead and jumped to step 4 and put that whole assembly together. This is just like the first one. It has a really nice machine spacer that you can see right here, and that is your tensioner setup. I was previously not running a tensioner setup. I was just doing a straight belt, and that was what was causing me some problems. Not saying everybody goes through that. My specific setup, I was having a little bit of problems. So we're going to take these two M10 100mm bolts, and these are going to go to the provisions on the head with these two spacers. Now, once again, as you can see, I have different size spacers. And when I go to put this on the block, I will show you why. Alright, and there you have it. So you got the whole bracket system on, and everything is good to go. You're going to use a 50.5 inch 6-rib belt with this setup. I use Daco belts typically. You can get those at Advanced Auto Parts. It is part number 5060505, which is a 50.5 inch 6-rib belt. I can't show you how to put it on specifically because I don't have a crank pulley on this motor. So I'm going to leave you there, and good luck to you. Hope this video was helpful. Please like, subscribe, do the typical YouTube things to probably never make me a dime on this, but just to help you guys out. Expect all kinds of videos in the future of all kinds of different things we're going to be doing, whether we're out watching my son race his quad, or working back on Project Sam Squanch, getting back on the Monza. I have a 1998 dually that we're going to be doing a lot of interior upgrades and an engine swap in. So, hope you follow along. Check us out. This is going to be Barbone Speed Farms Video 1. So, hope to see more of you.